Hello, my name is Brenda. I've been a resident in Windsor Place for about 45 years, since the very beginning of Windsor Place, and I am the Secretary of the Windsor Place Residents Association.
My name is Angelika. I have lived in Windsor for over 20 years and I am the Chair of the Windsor Residents Association.
We were inspired to set up a residents group to try and tidy up the area firstly, like roofs, moss removal from roofs, gatherings, weeds, rubbish lying everywhere. It was just really needing a right good tidy, and that's what inspired a few residents to get together to start trying to see what we could do about that.
The community hub came about after having been temporary accommodation for a long time, and the housing team decided to reduce the amount of temporary homeless accommodation in the area, so it became free, and we were offered it and decided, and of course grabbed it with both hands, and we've been delighted with the support we've had from the council, because we couldn't be doing what we do without them.
The community food larder came about a little by accident. We were having a meeting one night, a committee meeting, and we had some people from the council. They started to say about some food waste, and we were all really shocked at the amount of food that went to landfill and that was wasted. It was quite shocking actually, and that spurred us into the idea of seeing if we could use any of the food that would be thrown away and share it out. That's what inspired us to start the food larder in the first place. My favourite thing is definitely the larder, the sharing larder that we have here. I do like coming in and sorting it out and that, and going shopping and everything for it, but it is quite hard work. It's quite time demanding, because we do open twice a week anyway, because we do get some food from the co-op on a Tuesday evening and a Friday evening, so we do open on a Wednesday and a Saturday, but we can open other times if we have the time. But it would be really nice if we could rely on some more help with the larder. If any residents are willing, they just need to get in touch.
My most favourite projects have been the litter pick and the skip day we had. Both brought the community out, and we had a really good uptake on both days. People were introduced to each other that don't normally speak to each other. People came out that don't normally come out and have anything to do with their neighbours. We had a young woman with her young son at the litter pick, which was great fun. Even though it was a terrible, awful day, it was cold, it was wet, and we still managed to laugh through it and achieved an awful lot and really cleaned up the place. And again, the skip day, neighbours helped each other bring stuff to the skip and started speaking to each other. So it kind of brings people closer together, which is what we're all about anyway. We have a gardening project coming up, and now that the weather is turning warmer, we've got, as Brenda mentioned, we've got the planters that are not very nice at the moment. Things are dying in them. So once they've been improved, the soil has been improved, we can put vegetables in it. Which, growing vegetables is such a great thing for mental health, for general health, it's just such a fun thing to do. And we've got some planters that we're actually where we're wanting to use some of the massive green areas that we've got as well, to start planting food in it. And you're outside, you're spending time speaking to neighbours, you're getting to know neighbours, you're bringing the neighbourhood back together. The fact that we have lived so closely together but as a community have been so far apart is quite sad, and it's really delightful, really great to see people coming together, speaking to each other, looking at and starting to look out for each other. I think our community is a lot stronger because of it. I think when you walk through the area, it's the face of Windsor has changed in the last 12 months dramatically. I think there's been, like I say, it's brought people a bit closer together. It's brought people out of their homes to spend, and they don't try and avoid the area. They walk through and speak to neighbours, and I think it's had a drastic positive impact on the area.